What's going on, YouTube? Thanks for tuning back into another video. Today we are somewhere special here at S1 Built themselves. Now, the last time we came to their shop was maybe about 4 years ago. It was at a different location. This is probably 3 times as big, a whole bunch of more people, so much fun. We've been here for a few minutes now, I'm really enjoying it. And let me show you some of the stuff they have going on. So right now they're working on an all-wheel drive K-Series. What is it, Sentra, right?
Yeah.
This is insane. But obviously they're welding up some stuff on it right now. You guys must already know this car right here. This is the all-wheel drive K-Series Accord AWD Custom Javier. This car is wild, and they're doing some nice modifications to the rear end right now. They're doing a new diff mount and everything. So they got all that stuff in the work right now. And this truck you guys have obviously seen on their pages, the K-Series swapped. So they're doing a whole bunch of really, really cool stuff in here. It's literally everything, almost everything K-Series. And if it's not K-Series all-wheel drive, it's B-Series all-wheel drive, a whole bunch of really cool stuff. So these are just some of the different kits that they offer. There's a couple different rear subframe setups, diffs. They've got a whole bunch of diffs over here. Cutting table for making everything work. All this stuff. Look at the puppy right there. I'm telling you, K-Series everywhere, all-wheel drive everywhere. And even out here, there's a bunch of cool cars. All right, so we also do have somebody new here. So let's see what we got going on. What's up, bro?
What's going on, brother? How is everything?
Not bad, not bad.
Chilling. About to catch these dudes working on this Nissan. Everybody's been waiting for this thing.
The Sentra that I just showed you guys.
Finally be all-wheel drive, so we're doing everything we can to get that coverage on that. But did you get a chance to look around?
Yeah, so I looked around the shop a little bit. I peeked inside of the office. You want to take me kind of around and see how everything is?
So let's start with the office.
I got to get something like that. That's a nice setup.
We'll come out here. We'll talk a little bit about the cars.
Yeah.
So here is the main office, the main hub. That's where everything goes down. Mama Mai is the one that runs in front of the house. She's actually over there working right now with Lena. And then you have Pam, who also runs the social media with me.
Very cool. And the puppy, of course.
Yes, Nova lives here, so she gives messages like everybody else. This is where we keep majority of the stuff that we take to shows with us, as far as displays for some of the items, the all-wheel drive display here, and some of the apparel on the wall here.
Yeah, I was taking a look at this earlier. If this, you guys have taken this to the shows before, right?
Yes, this entire thing comes to the show with us. I think what I want to do here soon is probably, like, if we do have a vehicle that's ready and all-wheel drive ready, I want to bring it to shows, put it up on jack stands, turn on and let it run the entire show.
Exactly, let it just idle.
All the wheels just spin.
Yeah.
Let everybody see exactly what it is that we do here.
We did that with the CRX a couple years ago when we were in Bradenton.
Yeah.
Literally awesome. That with the all-wheel drive S1 stuff, we lifted it up and let it run.
Yeah, I love it.
This is really cool because it's literally like a cutout of like an OEM subframe for the rear, and then it shows you the process of like all the parts and whatnot that are on there. So that's really cool. I love all these racks, how they just have everything. The forks, offsetted everything, viscous coupler mounts, and the billet pieces as well. So San's over here working on something. What you got right here, bro?
Working on your kit.
Is that that looks like a massager.
Yeah.
You want to work that on my back later?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I like those, the battery powered ones.
There's a ball here now, so
Thanks.
makes it easier. Yeah.
Super good.
So we got this. Oh, he wants to show you something.
Oh yeah, sorry. I get distracted easy.
Oh no, you're good. But trust me, you're gonna want to see it. So you remember that all-wheel drive turbo K-Series we were building?
Yep.
So we finally got the pie cuts done for the not the pie cuts, the teardrop cuts for the exhaust.
I was looking at this earlier. This is sick.
So the boys over at AWD came in and made a full fab up exhaust. I know he's still working on the dump. The dump is gonna come up on the side, I believe, here. With another teardrop here.
On this side.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of regret not doing the teardrop when I did my turbo kit, but I don't know. The regular tube looks good, but the teardrop just gives it that extra flair.
I think
Always looks great.
The design, really. But then again, you know, you got the OG guys out there that just, as long as the power's to the ground,
right,
all they care about.
And that's kind of what we're about. But the nice stuff looks really, really good. The gato manifold. I love when we use the regulators right off the rail. It makes everything so clean.
Yeah, I'm excited for this car to be done. This car's going to be quite a showstopper. And then we got some more parts into some K-tunes with the axles. So we're going to be working on that next, which is another hot one too. I think they're working on the manifold now for the AWD, so this should be getting some work done here too. We should see it up on the channel as well. Prelude, I believe, is still needs to get its exhaust work done.
Look at that turbo right up there.
Blue slab turbo.
Very cool.
We got the manifold installed, and then we got the blue slab turbo up for mock-up. So.
Hey, that's sick. Look at that all-wheel drive Prelude. All the S1 billet pieces look so good on there. Yo, what's up with that cut-up EK hatch I saw outside?
Which one? Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's go see that. Let's go see that. I really like it because we're doing something similar for this, the stuff that we're picking up right here today. Because we have that all-wheel drive, or that front-wheel drive D-Series CRX buggy. And it kind of looks like we got the same vibes on this. Thank you.
Yeah, it's fully built on this one. This one's fully built single cam. The motor came out of a running race car, but I thought that we were gonna use it for like a buggy. I'm not sure what we're gonna end up doing.
Bro, look at the tires on the rear.
It runs.
That's literally the tires that I need for the buggy. Was it 27 by 8.5 14s? That's sick.
Yeah, it runs. Here, I'll do a swap out with you. Give me the camera. You take the keys.
Oh, are we doing that?
Let's start it up.
Oh my god. Okay. Let's check this out. Dude, look, it's all cut up in the back and everything.
Yeah, it's all gone.
I love it. This is exactly our
I'm so
type of
excited.
vibe. I know it. I can't wait to see yours done though. Crazy series guy and a little bit of K series, but these single cams.
Yeah, this one doesn't stay running for too long. At least not yet.
Battery's dead,
Yeah, not yet.
but it's so sick, dude.
Yeah, she'll start up and she'll move. That's about it for now.
I kind of wish that on our exoskeleton we had like still the remnants of a roof, because it looks super awesome. I'm sure you guys have seen the I think it's like a mint colored hatch on the internet. I
Yeah.
don't know who owns it, but off-road, mid-engine, and it just gives me like the same vibes. But this is going all-wheel drive, obviously, right?
Yeah, this one is.
Is it staying D-Series?
I don't think this one's gonna stay D-Series. I think it's gonna go K.
Okay.
But I think they're gonna go another route with it too, because I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. I've heard so many ideas up in the air with this one, so I'm super excited to see what they decide to do with it.
That's sick, dude. That's super sick. A lot cleaner than our D-Series build. I'll grab that again. But still super cool to check out. Then obviously they have some different cars over here. The Prelude over there. Both the EGs. The CK hatch. Right-hand drive. This thing's super nice. Is it open?
I think the other side is.
Probably locked up right now. They got the rear diff cover right there. I really like this because you can still put your diff in the back at the right clearance and then cover it up and seam seal it, make it look OEM. So that's really cool.
Yeah, this one's actually
K-Series, right?
Yeah, this one's K-Series. One of the teammates, all-wheel drive K boost, still in the process of being built.
Very cool.
This actually used to be Son's car.
No way.
No, this used to be Justin's car.
That's wild.
And then Justin got the EM1. He's building the EM1 inside now. So.
Damn, the blue cap.
Yeah, it's great.
Thing looks nice. I'm not gonna touch that too much. Looks like it's unbolted. But hydro dip shifter. Super cool. Carbon cluster. I love that color. What is that, like an army gray?
I think
Or an army green, excuse me?
green. Remember the green that we had on the Honda AWD?
Yeah.
Before we changed over to the K-Tune valve cover? It's similar to that feel.
Very cool. Very cool.
This reminds me of the spoon. The spoon C-seal.
Well, it looks really good with like Kevlar touches. I think I saw some Kevlar in here, did I? Or was I just looking at that?
No, I think it was that. I don't think it's on the car.
It literally looks like a Kevlar setup if you're looking at it from this view. So that with like a Kevlar hood or something, or a trunk.
I feel like nobody likes Kevlar anymore. I love Kevlar.
I love Kevlar.
It will never, ever die.
Now it doesn't look good. I don't think it looks good side by side with carbon. It should be one or the other. But when you have the Kevlar properly placed, it just looks so good. And this thing right here, Son was telling me that he had it, I believe, 20 years ago.
This car is super old. This is one of Son's original build, and I think it still makes like almost 6 or 700 horses.
He was telling me that
it really gets driven, and it's made this power. I think on the same motor, same build, and it's been living this long.
it's insane. Super clean. Yeah, he was telling me he sold it to a friend of his like 16 years ago or something. They just got it back, and oh my god. Let's see this. And H22 turbo, the ram horn. Can't get much more classic than that. Look at that blow-off valve.
Yeah, that's how old we're talking.
Holy crap.
That is how old we're talking.
Oh,
OG
yeah.
tile. That's how old.
Oh yeah, early 2000s right there. Still with the Skunk 2 manifold, OG.
You remember that AEM manifold?
This thing is a freaking time capsule.
Oh yeah.
Literally a
AEM
time
pure oil
capsule.
that it's running now.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
it's only available in black still.
Yeah. Well, the top of it, they changed the design too, so that's pretty cool to see it.
We're working on a decorative plate for this Sentra. Because I hear this looks like, you know, but we want to put something in here to brace it.
Tie it all together?
Yeah, and make it look nice too and all that. So
Very cool.
Just leave it like this, like.
It would work, but it would look
work.
a lot nicer how you guys are doing it, make it look all
that,
clean and
we're
everything.
gonna brace it here. We're gonna brace all this, so we get everything all braced up, and then actually this part here won't have any low lines to come back down.
Right.
So everything's all blocked off, you know. So.
That'll look really good. Like, obviously, you guys know that a lot of their kits are pre-made for the chassis. So obviously, like the EGs, EKs, CRXs, ES, everything is ready to go. Obviously, you see the area that I showed you all before. It just works. But since this isn't a common swap, K-Series into a Sentra, they're still making it work. And not only just getting it to function, but make it function and look really, really good at the same time. So really cool. They got the whole undercoating here, which not a lot of people take the time to do it, but
Yeah, we didn't want to think about stuff because we were grinding, we did all the cutting and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like over here, we had a notch just sticking back, as you can see.
man, a
Same
whole
thing
bunch of
over here.
attention to detail.
Because initially we thought that it's going to sit here and the axle is going to be perfect, but we found out the axle's at this angle here. We're like, no, we got to move this thing back.
Move it back a tad.
Yeah, so, but just in case we want to push the wheel back.
Right, right.
So
Well, it's super good.
it's coming along. So
Is it K20 or K24?
K20, K20.
K20? Okay, cool, cool.
But the motor we're going to put in here from
Oh, it's out right now. Still see the work though. Oh, what are those, like regular K-swap mounts y'all adapted?
Yeah, that's all it is. It was the case swap mount. We want to keep this case swap, and then we just made a bracket for it. We made this a long, long time ago. It's just been sitting out in the back.
Well,
Actually,
it's
the
cool
old
to see
shop,
it
yeah.
resurrect and come back to it.
So yeah, so and then once we get this, because it's easier for us to just to change it out, you know.
Right.
These mounts and stuff like that. See, we have another bracket bolt up here, and then we'll have another bolt down here to bolt everything together, and then we'll make a T-bracket for it.
Right.
So once we get all done with that, then what we're gonna do is we're gonna change the suspension out. I don't like this, how this is.
Like the McPherson strut setup.
Yeah, I hate that. So
Go to like a spindle. You think you can do that on there?
we're gonna try to. So that's the game plan.
Wow.
Is to put the spindle style and all that and everything. So
That'd be really cool.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
What else are we gonna do? And then we're gonna make one traction bar, you know, all the bars and everything else. So we'll see how it goes. It's eventually gonna get turbo,
Uh-huh.
K20, but for now we're gonna do all motor, and then it's the motor that's in that car right there with the ITB and all that. So
With the black coupe?
the black coupe, yeah. So it's a NA. It's to make like 400.
Yeah.
Um,
You know, I walked right past it. I didn't even look at the setup. We went from the green hatch to the white hatch, but I got to go out there and see the coupe again.
Yeah, it's gonna go in here, and then from there we're gonna test out the all-wheel drive system. We're gonna see how it reacts to all motor, because a lot of people say, "Oh, it don't work, it don't work."
Right.
But I think it's gonna work flawless. You know.
It worked on the CRX back in the day.
Yeah, that's exactly.
I mean,
right. Yeah.
that thing boogied on the street. Like even at all motor, all-wheel drive, and then all motor
Especially making
with
like
nitrous
400.
afterwards. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the game plan, because we'll put that on there. We'll see how everything goes. And after that, we're gonna build a motor, like maybe 1,000 horsepower K20 on here, because you gotta make that power.
Have they made that kind of like a Sentra with that much power before?
Well, I think they do it with the SRs.
Oh, okay, okay.
They do it with the SRs, and they use the SR, I think, all-wheel drive system on it.
Wow.
So, like, I think it comes in the GPIR.
Okay.
The Pulsar, yeah. So, but we want to do a little something different. We want to test some of our components in here, and different chassis and all that, and see how it holds up. So,
Sick. Very cool. I'm gonna go look at that coupe real quick with the ITBs. So, oh, he said take the cover off. So, let's check this out. Oh man, it's got that same style green right there. I'm gonna put this off to the side real quick. But holy crap, this thing is nice. Got the engraving and everything right there. It looks sick. Man, I've been wanting to build an EG coupe for a while just because they're so clean. I'm not a big EG sedan kind of guy, but either the coupe or the hatch are my favorites. And it's just so perfect with the ITBs. It just looks so great. They also have the all-wheel drive T-bracket by S1 Built. This is what people use to fix the blocks from breaking. Obviously, it's the specific one for all-wheel drive. So that's going to be sick. All-wheel drive, all-motor ITB car. Be really, really cool. All right, so the real reason we actually came here, not only just saying hi to everybody, we've got the new diff kit as well as the trailing arm for our CRX buggy build. Now, we've had that kind of on the back burner for the past 2 months. We got it about 3 months ago and have done some off-road stuff with it, but this is definitely gonna take it to the next level. So we already mentioned it's going all-wheel drive. I'm not sure if it's gonna stay D-Series now, but we're definitely gonna be doing a lot of fun stuff with this. So once we get home, we'll show you this next to the car and how everything is gonna look all together. All right, so we are at Alfonso's place right now. What's up, bro? We have the CRX buggy together, and it's at his house. So obviously you guys know his ST. We're heading to a show in the next couple days, so you guys are gonna see that on the Instagram and whatnot. But the buggy lives here right now, so we are going to be showing you exactly what the parts are, where the parts are going on, and hopefully in the next couple of weeks we can actually get started on this all-wheel drive build. So this chassis originally started as a Honda CRX, and as you can see, the previous owners cut it all off, did an exo cart, like a dune buggy type build, still front wheel drive, one wheel peeling, D-Series turbo. Really, really fun car. We've taken it off-road a couple times, but it just spins, and there's not a lot that you can do with the front wheel drive, especially with a small engine and whatnot, except for spin. So that's one of the reasons we went out to S1 Built today. Obviously, you see we have the rear diff kit right there, the trailing arms, and some more goodies that I'll go ahead and unbox right now. All right, so these, like I said, are the Alpha 6s, and then we have the Delta 7 diff mount. This one is my favorite because it's a really sleek design. We might get it powder coated, I'm not 100% sure, but it is stainless, so you don't exactly need to, but it's a super, super cool kit. Obviously has the front of the diff mount right here, so this bar holds the front part of the differential while the brace holds the rear part of the differential. And these might look familiar. We actually have these Alpha 6 arms, but the drag version, which is a lot shorter on the Integra that's on our channel, La Fea, the turbo front wheel drive Integra. So basically the difference in the design is instead of having a regular mount right here, which there's something back here, just we haven't unboxed it yet, to have the trailing arm adjustment and the toe at the bottom. The drag ones are cut right there, and you have a shorter amount, but with a heim joint that can be extended to push the rear of it backwards. So you get a little more wheelbase if you'd like to go with that, and that's what we rock on the Integra. As for the rest of the parts, we're waiting for them to restock on lower control arms and camber kits, and we'll get that mailed out soon. But they still hooked us up with the rest of this stuff right here. So this is a weld-on brace that goes onto the bar. That's gonna hold the front of the diff. Obviously stamped S1, and it's notched right here, so you get it to the position of your chassis. You slide it into spot, you weld it, and there's also tabs that go onto the end. So it's gonna stiffen up the rear of the car a lot. And these are really cool right here. You don't wanna mess up the geometry of the rear of the car when you're going all-wheel drive by offsetting the coilover. If you want it to be true and perfect, you get these offsetted shock forks. So the bottom of the coilover comes off. You let them know what coilover you have, and they give you the exact thread pitch for it, because different brands have different thread pitches. And this sleeve goes onto this, I think it's like a wishbone design, and it's actually what a lot of Audis or other German cars, I believe the Tesla also uses something like this. This is in billet aluminum, so it's very, very strong. A lot of the OEM manufacturers just use cast aluminum for this, and it's still completely fine, but it still evenly distributes the load onto the lower control arm without damaging everything, and keeps the shock geometry perfect with the lower control arm while providing axle clearance right in the middle. So really, really cool part. It's one of my favorite parts of this whole all-wheel drive kit. We have these brackets right here that you can use onto your OEM calipers and still utilize the e-brake cables with this, because obviously it's already rear disc. We don't want to sacrifice the benefits of having an e-brake with a rear disc, so everything just bolts right on as OEM. Here's the other shock fork, and let's see what's in here. Okay, these are the rear toe adjustments. So like I said, the drag version doesn't have this rear half, but this, since it's like an OEM replacement version, it does, and you still use this spherical heim joint adjustable rear toe adjustment. So this literally has two locking nuts And it's similar to a camber kit. It has a flat area right there for you to put a nice big wrench, and you just thread it in or thread it out with these Heim spherical joints at the end of it. This goes right here, and then it goes to your chassis to get the proper toe adjustments. And you can literally set it up all as OEM specs, but with spherical, so you get a lot tighter tolerances. So a lot of cool stuff. Obviously the hardware to go along with the rear diff kit, and I'm just really happy. We got a whole bunch of stuff from S1 Built right now. We've done a lot of stuff with them in the past. The CRX was all-wheel drive with a lot of S1 Built stuff. The all-wheel drive Civic that you just got on the channel on the last videos, which was the red 1300 horsepower, is all on S1 stuff. They're proven, tried and tried again, and I really feel comfortable running a lot of their units. This is my first time with the Delta 7 kit. I've been wanting to try this because I really like the design, and it is bolt-on and literally just has the mounting locations for where it needs to go, and it just looks so clean. This is just a cover so it doesn't get scratched up, but this is a mirror finish stainless steel face that it has on it, and we're probably going to powder coat it. I'm not 100% sure on that yet, but if we want to, this face just gets de-riveted right here, and then you can rivet it back on. It's just a beauty aspect of it, and we can kind of take that decision in the future when we get to that point. All right, so as you saw, we have everything laid out right here. The Alpha 6 arms, a Delta 7, rear diff mount, and the shock forks and everything. It's all laid out. In the next couple weeks, what we're going to be doing is completely disassembling the rear end of this car. Although it's all boxed up and tubed up in the rear, the bottom of it is virtually untouched. So the subframe and everything is still what a Honda CRX was all those years ago, and all the mounting points are still OEM. So right there, you can see the stock trailing arms are still in that OEM spot. They just made it into a tubular way. And under the car, we still see that regular support system. Now, looks like they had braced it with some type of square tubing right there, but the mounting points are still OEM. All we have to do is notch it out right there to get the correct area to put the diff mount, and everything on the bottom is still good to go. OEM stuff, just a little bit of support that they had added we need to cut out, but we'll do full video install on that. So we're going to be showing you guys exactly how to use those Alpha 6 arms, which are all OEM spec mounting points, and also we're going to show you how to use the Delta 7 rear diff mount, which is, like I said, all OEM mounting points with just a couple extra tie-ins. How to weld in the bar in the front, how to position your diff, everything we're going to be showing you guys step by step on this little buggy. It is going to be by far the funnest build to date. That being said, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap up the video for today. I hope you enjoyed it. We're super thrilled to be doing this all-wheel drive stuff again, just like we did back in the day. If you aren't already subscribed, make sure to hit the subscribe and notification bell, and we'll see you on the next video, guys. Peace.